Good morning, students. In last sessions, we have completed vector addition and vector subtraction and their vector addition and subtraction in component forms. Okay. We are continuously covering the same topic, that is vector, but today we are going to study about the product of vector. So let's see what are the definition of product of vector and their characteristics. Okay, so let's see vector product. So here two types of vector product. First one is scalar product. Scalar product of two vectors, and second one is vector product of two vectors. So you can see here the two types of vector product. This one is a vector product. Then there are two types of vector product: scalar product of two vectors and vector product of two vectors. Meaning of vector product is we are going to find out the product of two vectors, so that is known as vector product. But if you want to find out the vector product, there is either scalar product of two vectors or vector product, so you have to choose which one you need to find out. So we are going to study about both type of the vector product of two vectors. Okay, so first we will discuss about the scalar product of two vectors, then its characteristics, and after that some applications. Then we will start vector product of two vectors and its characteristics, its uses. Okay, so if you want to write down, you can do it. I am going to erase these things and we will start scalar product of two vectors. Okay, so let us start. So our topic is scalar product of two vectors. So our topic is scalar product of two vectors. So let's see the definition. So how scalar product of two vectors is defined? So first we are going to choose two vectors. Suppose this one is vector A and this one is vector B, and the angle between these two vectors is theta. Suppose this is given. There is one vector A, then another vector is B, and the angle between them is theta. Then how we will get the vector product of the vector A and B? So definition is vector product of two vectors is equal to the product of magnitude of two vectors and cosine of angle between them. Okay, so let me repeat the statement. Vector product of two vectors is defined as, means vector product of two vectors, that is A and B, is defined as it is equal to, means vector product of two vectors is equal to the product of the magnitude of vector A and vector B and cosine of theta between them. So this is the scalar product of two vectors, right? So now we are going to write the same definition. So definition: vector scalar product of two vectors is defined as it is equal to product of magnitude of two vectors and cosine of angle between the two vectors. So this is the basic definition of scalar product of two vectors. You can note down this definition, but I am going to explain what is meaning of this statement. Okay, so I am going to give you the meaning of this definition with the help of the example given by two vectors. So the result of scalar product will be a scalar quantity. So you can write here a result of scalar product of two vectors is a scalar quantity. Okay, so this is very interesting point. If you try to get product of two vectors, suppose A and B, and if it is scalar product, then the resultant physical quantity is scalar quantity. Okay, so this is very interesting result of the scalar product of two vectors. So let's see this by the some different way, by using some examples. So you can see here, suppose this is vector A and this one is a vector B. Angle between them is theta. Okay, so let A is magnitude of A and so let A is equal to magnitude of vector A, B is equal to B, that is magnitude of vector B. Then scalar product of the two vectors is denoted by, or we can say read as A dot B. Okay, so we read this one vector A dot B. This one is equal to product of magnitude of vector A, that is magnitude of A, this one is, now this one is a number. Okay, this is the vector quantity, this one is number, so this is the magnitude, it means it is number, into B means magnitude of B, and then cosine of angle between these two vectors. So we can write here cos theta. Okay, so you can now see here A dot B is equal to magnitude of A multiplied with magnitude of B and cosine of angle between the two vectors. So this is scalar product of two vectors, because the result is scalar, this one is scalar, so that this product is known as scalar product of two vectors. You can see here A and B are vector quantity, but after product the result will be scalar, so it is known as scalar product of two vectors. Okay, so this one is very interesting and it is very important to understand the many concepts of vector, and we will use this concept in many questions. So if you want to write, you can note it down by pausing the video. I am going to erase this part, and we are going to understand this product by using some examples. So let's see. So let's see another example. Suppose the two vectors are given like this. This one is P and this one is Q, and the angle between them is alpha, suppose. Then their scalar product is given by P dot Q. Now you can see these two are vector, and we read this one is like P dot Q, and the answer will be magnitude of P, then magnitude of Q, and then cos of angle between them. So this is the final answer for scalar product of two vectors. Now you can see this is scalar quantity, because this one is a number, this one is also number, this one is also number. So if you scalar product of two vector P and Q give you some number actually, and numbers are scalar, so this is known as scalar product. Okay. Now let's see another example. Suppose this one is box, and a force F is applied on the box in this direction, and the box is moving in this direction, and suppose it is displaced by distance s, and the angle is theta. So work done in this process is given by W is equal to F dot S. Okay, and you can also write this part like this: magnitude of F, then magnitude of S, then cos theta. So magnitude of F is also written as only F, and magnitude of S is written as S, and this one is cos theta. So you can see here, this is the work, this is scalar, because it is result of vector product of, it is result of scalar product of two vectors. So it means this one is scalar quantity. Okay. So I hope you understand about the scalar product of two vectors and its definition. Now we are going to study the characteristics of the scalar product of two vectors. So let's see what are characteristics are here. So the most important characteristics So first, scalar product of orthogonal unit vector. So let's see what is a scalar product of orthogonal unit vector. So we know that I cap, j cap and k cap are orthogonal unit vectors along axis x axis, y axis and z axis, right, respectively. So it means the angle between any two is always. So students, let's see scalar product of orthogonal unit vectors. We know that I cap, j cap and k cap are orthogonal unit vectors along x axis, y axis and z axis. It means the angle between any two is always 90. Any two means if you take any I j or j k or k I is 90 degree, right? So since you know that I and j are along x and y axis respectively, so angle between I and j is 90. Similarly, j and k are along y and z axis respectively, so angle between them is also 90 degree. And I and k are along x and z axis, so the angle between them is also 90. So it is mentioned here. Now we are going to find out the scalar product between any two vectors. So let's see. So you can see here, this one is suppose x axis and this one is y axis. Now the unit vector along this x axis is I cap and here it is j cap and angle is 90 degree. So now you want to find out the value of I dot j cap. So now we want to find out the value of magnitude of I. So magnitude of I is 1, magnitude of j is also 1 and angle between these two is cos 90 is 0. So you must write here 1 into 0 and answer is 0. So you can see if two vectors are at 90 degree, then cos of that angle means cos of 90 is 0 and their scalar product is always 0. It means if two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then their scalar product is 0. Okay, so this is a very interesting result. You can find out same for j and k and I, right? So student, this one is x axis, this one is y axis. So z axis means this marker, along the marker this one is z axis. So you can see this angle is 90, this one is 90 and this one is 90. So I hope you understand how the scalar product of two vectors is 0 when the two vectors are perpendicular to each other. So let's see another case. If you take j and k, j dot k, so the magnitude of j is again 1. I am talking about the unit vector j and k, and then vector k is equal to 1, but cos of angle between them is 90, so cos 90 is 0 since angle between them is 90, so this gives 1 into 1 and 0, so the final answer is 0, right? Okay, so finally the conclusion is that the scalar product of two vectors which are perpendicular to each other is always 0. Okay, so this one is the conclusion. Now the second and very interesting conclusion, there is another example. So let's see what is this. Now you can find out the scalar product of two identical or two parallel vectors, right? So if you want to find out the scalar product of I cap with I cap, so what happened? So let's see. Our aim is to find out I cap dot I cap, right? So magnitude of I cap is 1. Again magnitude of I cap is 1. And what is angle between these two? So if theta is angle between these two, that is 0 degree. So cos 0 is 1. So your answer is 1, then 1, and then again 1. Final answer is 1. It means I dot I gives 1 and I dot j gives 0 and I dot k gives 0. Let me repeat. I dot I gives 1, I dot j gives 0, I dot k gives 0. It means vector, the dot product of a vector with itself is 1, and the dot product of the orthogonal unit vector with anyone, either with j or k. If you are talking about I, suppose dot product of I with I is 1, dot product of I with j 0, dot product of I with k is again 0. Okay, so finally we can summarize the result like this. So finally we can summarize the result like this. First one is I dot j is equal to j dot k is equal to k dot I is equal to 0. This one is one of the result. And second one is I dot I, then j dot j, then k dot k is 1. So after studying the scalar product of two vectors, we got two very interesting result of unit vector. I dot j is equal to j dot k is equal to k dot I is 0, and I dot I is equal to j dot j is equal to k dot k is 1. These are very interesting results. By using these results, you can find out the you can find out the scalar product of two vectors in component form also. Okay, so I hope you understand how you can find out the scalar product of two vectors in component form. So let me give you one example. So suppose a vector A is given by A is equal to A x I plus A y j plus A z k. Suppose this one is the example. Now question is find out A dot A. What will be the value of A dot A? So now you can see here, suppose vector A is like this. So another vector A is parallel to this one, like this. Okay, the angle between these two is 0 degree. But our aim is to find out A dot A, right? So let us write vector A is equal to AXI plus AYJ plus AZK and dot A. So dot again AXI plus AYJ plus AZK. Okay, now the dot product. So you can see here AX. Now I dot I. The first term is written as AX square because this is the number. I dot I plus can see here ax, ay and I dot j, plus you can write here ax into az, then I dot k. Now you can see these two terms becomes 0. This one is 0, this one is 0. This one is, this I dot I is 1. Similarly, in case of j, when you get first term, that is ay, ax, j dot I, that will be 0. Then ay, so ay square, then j dot j, that will be 1, and ay, az, j dot k is 0. So there is no need to write these terms, and you can directly write by skipping these terms, and you can write the resultant value will be, now the second term will be ay square and j dot j, and the last one is az square k cap dot k cap. You can write like this. So this value becomes ax square plus this one is ay square and this one is az square. Okay. Here you can write in the left hand side, you can write here the magnitude of a. So you can write a dot a is equal to this one, equation number 1. Okay. Now you can also write by definition of scalar product, a dot a is equal to magnitude of a, then magnitude of a, then cos 0, because angle between the similar vector is 0. So you can write here a and a, because cos 0 is 1, so this one is a square. So a dot a is equal to a square, this one is equation number 2. Now you can compare equation number 1 and 2. So you get from 1 and 2, you can write a square is equal to ax square plus ay square plus az square. So this one is the resultant of these three vectors. You can also write a is equal to under root ax square plus ay square plus az square. So I hope you understand how this result come. So the scalar product of two vectors is equal to x square plus ay square plus az square, right? And you can find out by this scalar product of two vectors the resultant vector of three component ax, ay and az. Okay, try to note it down. So let's see another example. So suppose a is equal to I plus j plus k, then what will be a dot a, right? So let's see, a dot a is equal to I plus j plus k dot I plus j plus k. Now you multiply I dot I, so you will get I dot I plus j dot j plus k dot k. So finally this will be 1 plus 1 plus 1. So this gives 1, this gives 1, this gives 1. This is 3. Here you can write a square. Now a is equal to under root 3. How you can write a? Since a dot a is equal to magnitude of a, then magnitude of a, then cos 0. So this will be a into 1. So this will be a square. So you can write here a square and this will become 3. So the value of a is under root 3. It means actually you can see here this one is the value of ax square. If you this one is a square, this is ax square, ay square, az square. Okay. It means component of a along x axis, y axis and z axis are 1, 1 and 1. Okay. Means their square are 1, 1, 1. You can compare this one. You can write here like this: ax square plus ay square plus az square. So value of ax square is 1, ay square is 1, az square is 1. So I hope you understand this question. So student, the other questions are also given in this chapter and related to the scalar product of two vectors. We are studying characteristics of scalar product. So we have done these characteristics. In next session we will discuss next characteristics. Thank you for joining this session. We will continue with characteristics of scalar product in other sessions. Okay, thank you for watching.